we do see a GDP growth drag because of these higher tariffs. But we are always hopeful. So if I look at where we are at our GDP growth estimates for India, despite having a 50% tariff, we are at 6.7% GDP growth for FY26 and a 6.3% GDP growth for FY27.
The focus is very much on goods, which is 1% of GDP in value add. These are highly labor-intensive sectors, and we should talk about the steps we can take to protect these small enterprises. But there's much more at stake. Last Friday, we spoke about H-1B visas. That's the tip of the iceberg. The real vulnerability India has is on service exports. Total goods exports are 1% of GDP to the US in terms of exports. Total service exports are about 7% of GDP, right? That's the epicenter of urban consumption, the white-collar jobs we've seen the last few years, housing. So we have more to lose if we were to escalate this process. I think we have to put our head down, and I'm very glad to see negotiations are back on track, and hopefully some common ground can be found.
I think we need to really think hard that we had this view that we will have X basis point of GDP coming out of export growth. We'll have this $1 trillion goods export by 2030 and $1 trillion service exports, and trying to model our future growth on the back of that. Is this something that we now need to reconsider and put more domestic growth drivers in play? I think that's something on which I'm not seeing enough discussion happening. Yes, loosely we are saying we have to do some deregulation here or some interest rate cut there, which will boost domestic demand. But beyond that, my sense is that, yes, the world economy in the last 100 years have seen several times moving from globalization to protectionism, and
Absolutely.
That pendulum has swung. So maybe in 10 years' time, the pendulum can swing back. But for the foreseeable future, it looks like protectionism is going to be here for a while.